That's true. So Oddwood to Squadron 18.
You keep saying squadron, you're driving me nuts. Please tell me it's on purpose. Please tell me.
And we back to Funky Quest. Our party has just managed to survive an encounter with the dangerous malfeasant, Oscar Yorn. They have him restrained, knocked out, and they are currently still residing at Reed Manor. The house is empty. It's been cleared. It's decently safe. And the party is here, and let's see what they end up doing. So I guess first thing I just kind of want to nail down is, are you guys going to take a short rest or?
Yes.
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
We're in a nice house. We got a guest take care of us.
Right. Bulk wants to ascertain as much as he can from the research for his own, like, I'll use the term respect, but just like indulgence.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, so I will give you the results at the end of the short rest. I'll imagine you're perusing it kind of as the conversation occurs. You certainly have one major thing to figure out, which is what you're going to do with Oscar Yorn. And besides that, perhaps where you're going to go from here, but I'll let you take it away.
Okay, guys, I propose we take a quick little nap, and then we take old Blubberhead here back to Blackjack. All in favor?
All right. I mean, I have really no stakes in the game if that's what you guys think is best. But yeah, we'll just have to be careful getting all the way to Mel from current location.
Are there any Kingsman points between here and there that's a little more convenient for us?
Maybe we should avoid the Kingsmen, seeing as how isn't this one of the people who worked with them?
Queensman, my bad.
The Kingsman is a movie franchise.
Yeah, that's the Queensman of the people of Mel.
Yeah, I don't know if they have any outposts currently close. Danielus, do you happen to know?
Do I happen to know?
Yeah. Sure, why not? You know what? I was gonna make you roll. I was gonna make you guys roll for it, but let's just cut the let's just cut to the chase. So I've taken us over to the map. So you guys are currently here on the north side of the city at point number 7. Your last known understanding of where Blackjack Mel was is in Emberwood Village. I feel like you guys would all 100% remember that you guys went to Buckle Down Row, which is kind of Queensman hideout territory.
That is like opposite side of like where we are.
I mean, it's a hell of a lot closer than Emberwood Village, so.
But that's like through the town.
Yeah, that isn't faster because there's that wall too.
What wall?
We would have to
get a safe zone, Daniel.
Oh, yeah, we would have to get across the river.
Yeah, we know how that.
And we would have all of those checkpoints to cross.
Let me say this. If your two choices are, and this would just be obvious to you guys, if you're deciding on taking him to Buckle Down Row, which is point number 18 on the map, or taking him to Emberwood Village, there is just no doubt it is way easier to take him to Buckle Down Row.
Really?
I mean, look at the map.
From 7 to 18?
Look at the map, dude. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I was thinking we could have gone like outskirts over in here where there was like no town, no fog.
Okay.
And then fast travel.
You know what?
I mean, you could do. Well, go ahead. Yeah. Whoever wants to advocate for you guys do whatever you want.
Well, I feel like Emberwood may be a longer but safer passage. If we want to do the route that's quickest to where we think Mel might be, That's fine by me, but don't expect me to risk my life for that. And I gesture toward the knocked out gross mage.
I think that's fair, but also do we want to bring this threat of a person back to my hometown? I'm not cool with that.
So if you view him as a threat to your town, why are we keeping him alive? Because Mel goes to your town frequently, so he'll have ties there as well.
Well, if we give him to the knights, they're the queensmen.
I
He'll be fine.
didn't recommend giving him to anyone who was going to use him. I felt like the Amethyst Academy was going to kind of keep him imprisoned and make sure he wouldn't
And who's
escape.
to say that the knights won't imprison him?
I just didn't know if they had magey capabilities. I mean, out of nowhere, when we thought we had him, he turned into a giant freaking crocodile and tried to hit me with his tail, so that caught me off guard. So I don't know how that's going to happen with the Queensman.
Yeah, the Academy would have the resources to try and deliver justice for his crimes against them.
So
They're
what
fully
is your
prepared to do
vote,
so.
Turtle Man?
I'm,
I have what I need.
Yeah.
This research is quite fascinating,
I,
and
yeah.
we've removed a threat to residents. Either way,
I don't quite know what Mel has to gain. He could make this guy could make potions for him, like he was doing for the Hooded Lanterns.
Which in
I've
turn would give us a big bartering chip to get us through the wall.
Right, but how does Mel have a way to keep a mage prisoner? What's to
I'm
stop him?
sure
He
he
turned into an
does.
alligator. How could he not just turn into a fly and go away?
The Queensmen are not to be messed with. They're pretty strong. They can figure it out. If the three of us could take him on, the Queensmen could keep him captive in a room and give him purpose.
I do
What?
give pause to the research that you two discovered in the back rooms. What did you find there?
There was a statue of a most grotesque devil. Not more of a lesser, but more of the devil. You know, the one of utmost importance. Kind of at the
This guy-
Most
pinnacle.
grotesque devil.
Yeah. I'm trying to
This guy
just
went-
do it old-timey style. But yeah, it's
This guy went kung fu on it and destroyed it.
I'm not gonna let that effigy stand.
So he has
I'm not
gone
afraid of
beyond
spirits.
science into the spiritual.
I wouldn't even call this spiritual, but anarchist. He doesn't seek to try to find enlightenment. He seeks for destruction. Look at the research he's done. Look at all the bodies he's experimented on. He could use this as science as a shield, but this is just grotesque.
Danielus, do you think Mel would further our goals in Resonance to reclaim your tower?
I think he would owe us big time.
I think Mel would use this, for better or worse, is to be discovered.
Exactly. And we would get paid handsomely.
So I suppose we head to the nearest
I say let's go to Squadron 18. Squadron.
So
of the
what?
Queensman.
So Daniel, this is what will happen if you find out that this I gesture toward the unconscious wizard. It starts making undead constructs for Mel. Are you fine with that?
Yes. An undead army to help us on our side. You could bring back a loved family member of you. You don't know the limits of this.
I just don't even reply and just walk away. And I'm just like, all right. I just walk away.
Why don't all three of you make an insight check?
21.
16.
It's a nat 20, but
Okay.
also a 25.
Yep, I see it. Okay, cool. So let me first start with and you all can do with this information what you will. Because there were a lot of things said. While you all kind of lock into the necromancy aspect of Oscar Yorn, you got the sense from your conversations with Marco, and Bulk will determine this as he flips through the research, is that Oscar Yoren's kind of raison d'etre, you may say, was I believe that's an appropriate term. Basically, is he is overly concerned with research as it relates to delirium, as it relates to the haze. You could call necromancy kind of like a kind of perhaps a past venture. It seems like he has kind of moved on to delirium in the haze. He was providing potions to the Hooded Lanterns. At a bare minimum, Mel would find whatever he was if it was good for the Hooded Lanterns, and if you take it away from them and give it to the Queensmen, that would be good for the Queensmen. Whether or not that they would have the resources to kind of contain a mage like Oscar Yoren, you would feel fairly confident in that, given that you guys have seen kind of Queensman territory. You know they have quite a bit of people. Daniels has seen even more. He actually has some more insight. He feels pretty confident that they could contain a mage like Oscar Yoren. What were some other things that were said? Yeah, I think that would be it. Are there any other general questions you guys have? What are you kind of discussing? I think that's kind of
we're discussing basically just what to do with Oscar.
yeah.
Just like you can hit that like and subscribe button. This is the time to do it. After getting all through this, you can get through all of our content. And you can check it out on the channel.
Hit that bell so you can hit when every episode drops.
Yeah. With your insight checks, I believe that would kind of be the information. Yeah, I would give.
Available. I think we're good to take him to quadrant 18.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing to add. In terms of River, the Amethyst Academy, that's also something you said. River, so kind of consider all of the forces you have seen for the various factions. Pretty much each one that you've seen has had kind of substantial manpower. The only people from the Amethyst Academy you've seen have been River and her guardian. So, and she kind of specifically said, like, the only thing she would kind of consider, the only way she would consider bringing Oscar Yoren in is if you brought her his head. Like, she does not want that smoke.
Yeah, she's a satellite operation, which doesn't have everybody.
But she wants them notes.
You can still choose to bring him to her.
It might
just because that's kind of a choice that you have. But go ahead.
I'm gonna look it up from the notes at Farron and be like, brother of the touch, if you are truly ready.
Do you have inspiration? Take it.
Farron openly weeps at being acknowledged.
If you're ready to snuff out his flame and remove his head, that decision is yours. But otherwise, I think Mel has the resources with the Queensmen.
If you... Shockingly enough, I have come to put faith in you two. If you both believe that Mel can handle this mage, I will stand by. If I catch wind of his escape and him start plaguing upon the people, we will have to revisit this.
And we shall together.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
And then I just buckle up and start pointing my nose toward quadrant 18.
Cool. Farron, I imagine at this point you probably go outside and start preparing a burial mound for...
yes, that was going to be my first plan. And then also thinking with how I'm being still of the flame, I was planning on either doing, since I don't think I could find a shovel, but I'm assuming there's a lot of dead wood. I feel like maybe like a makeshift fire mound.
I will use my tool of everything to make shovel.
Do you
Yeah,
want
and
shovel or do you want like a fire?
Well,
You brought him into the fold.
let me
You can
interject.
choose how he goes out.
Farron, you would remember, and you guys would all remember, but Farron would know this just from his intimate knowledge of the flame. um, that is the way. Bodies aren't buried at this time period. They are burned. They're cremated. So that would be the respectful way to put him to rest.
okay.
I
Um,
start gathering up some dry wood. If he has this tool that can become a makeshift axe to try to get it to a mound, I'm going to put some small coins, cross his arms, put his diary underneath his arms, and get him prepped.
light him up.
Do a little prayer beforehand, kind of like almost the same one that I did for Saint Brenna whenever we laid her back to rest.
May
Certainly.
your scent cross across all of Drakkenheim, and every orifice of smell be filled with your scent.
May
What
you
is he
carry on the
saying?
winds of change, and all can smell what's coming.
Fuck me. All right, cool. So, Daniels, are you bringing back Barkus? It would take a first level spell slot.
It just
Yeah,
I'll let you. Okay.
I just like you're like it's your like companion you've had since childhood. Like
he'll wake up in the morning.
Cool. So I imagine that Farron and Danielus kind of take the time to set up this very
Farron
nice
and Bulk?
fire. No, Farron and Daniels, because Bulk is flipping through research.
oh right.
So I imagine like you guys are all kind of sitting outside. Farron and Daniels kind of put together this makeshift pyre for Marco. Bulk provides the the overtures for for Dear Marco, and you guys kind of sit back. I think Daniel smokes like cigars or something, so maybe he smokes a
Oh.
cigar.
I will let them know. Like
Smoking
as
that
soon as we
good
light this,
stuff.
we should probably leave. It's going to draw attention to our position.
Certainly.
With pleasure.
So Bulk, just to kind of round things off. So Daniel has kind of handed you multiple things because he kind of swiped that whole desk from Oscar's lab. As you kind of flip through things, you determine that not only was that not only was there that large tome of Oscar's, you also discovered Oscar's spell book, which
Oh, heck
on
yeah.
your next period of downtime, you can kind of flip through that, and more fun things can happen at that point. Flipping through his research some more, you find you're able to kind of pull out some summaries. Certainly not an exhaustive understanding, but you're able to find a few summaries. First of all, there are observations on delirium growth. It reads, the crystal is unlike a excuse me, I'm burping. The crystal is unlike a mineral or gemstone. I've seen the crystals grow like fungus on a dead tree. The process takes some time, weeks, months, years even. I only discovered this by closely observing wild samples near my new home. They do not grow outside the haze. I wonder if this means there are new delirium deposits inside the ruins. Perhaps there's more now than when the meteor originally fell. Notes on using delirium crystals. Just as one cannot make a mast from 1,000 saplings, 1,000 small shards of delirium are nothing compared to a single large geode. Bigger crystals contain exponentially more arcane power. Fracturing the rock is a wasteful endeavor, as it causes valuable supplies to lose their great magical potential. Delirium crystals and geodes are ideally suited for great spells and ambitious magical construction. However, it has been difficult to find these specimens in the outer ruins. Nevertheless, small twigs are good for kindling, to set a fire, to keep one warm. and so the small shards make excellent alchemical reagents and arcane inks. On the alchemical properties of haze-grown flora, the warping effects of delirium have caused new plants and animals to flourish in the city. A half-mad straggler returned from Queen's Park, bearing a wondrous flower. I call it the eldritch lily. The pollen and petals soak in contamination to fuel its own germination. Combined with other rare ingredients, I believe it may prove an ideal remedy against contamination.
Hmm.
And you also read that there are several scratched out formulas, leading you to believe that he never quite perfected this formula, but it is effectively a magical potion that can protect against contamination. However, it requires the so-called eldritch lilies from Queen's Park Garden. And I'll take us over to the map really quickly one more time. And you will see kind of just to the east of Spot 10 on your map on the north side of the city, there is a large green space, which is Queen's Park Garden. Daniels and Farron, you all would remember this. This was effectively, you could imagine it as a botanical garden of sorts. Inside the city, it was kind of served as a zoo, a garden. It was built in honor of the last queen of Drakkenheim, Lenore von Kessel, as she loved flowers and whatnot. But yeah, apparently the haze has taken it over, and now there are some interesting things that grow in there. So any conversations that take place as a result of that revelations as read by Bulk, and then we can get working on your next location.
Do you guys think we should swing by and pick up some of those lilies so you can experiment when we get back home?
I think we're already carrying enough package with this one. I don't know if we should quite rush anything or try to carry more than we can handle.
Can you
Fine.
ping Danielus's clock tower real quick for me?
Yeah, certainly. Sorry, I moved off the page. Daniels's clock tower is spot number 12 on the map.
Okay, so yeah, so not much has changed in Bulk's pursuits. We just need a stronghold, and then we will have as many lilies as we need.
That's true. So Oddwood to Squadron 18.
You keep saying squadron, you're driving me nuts. Please tell me it's on purpose. Please tell me.
I
Off
believe
to
even
the
quadrant
Quagalon.
would be the incorrect term, but
Yep.
it's all good
Just-
either way. So it sounds like you guys' plan is to keep Oscar Yorn restrained, knocked out, and transport him to Buckle Down Row, Queensman territory, offload him somewhere, and then we'll kind of handle what happens from there.
Yep,
Okay.
that sounds about right for me.
Okay, cool. Very good. Okay. So what are the means, how are you guys going to kind of keep Oscar Yorn under control, I will say?
He is
I think we've got a
blindfolded.
blindfolded, rope gagged, and he's got a rope tied around his hands, and we're dragging him with the rope, like on a leash.
No, he's not walking. I don't like that.
Should we kind of like one person grab his legs, one grab his arms?
I mean, we can drag him.
Hog tie him with a log on our shoulders.
Yeah, rope. Yeah, like full rotisserie.
Daniels, I will say,
He's big.
you do recall that there was a carriage in the shed out back of Reed Manor.
Oh, guys, I recall there was a carriage out back. Let's use that.
How would we move
Resounding.
the carriage, though? Are we going to pull it ourselves?
Bulk, make an investigation check.
A 15.
Given the kind of construction with the carriage, it wouldn't take you too long to kind of bust this deal down into into more of a wheelbarrow-ish situation.
I believe this will be suitable for a new construct of the sound to carry this burden we all share.
Jesus
All
Christ.
right.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so I'll say it doesn't take too long. Bulk is very adept, and given this new information, I imagine Bulk is kind of buzzing right now. He, especially after discovering Oscar's spellbook, he's got kind of a lot going for him right now. So yeah, it doesn't take too long. I would say it's probably about it's kind of getting into those afternoon hours. And shortly after that, you guys set off kind of around the north edge of the city. Daniels, you receive a message in your mind, quite similar to the ones that Bulk and Farron have been receiving. It carries the voice of Blackjack Mel. It says, I don't care what you're doing. Just tell me when the damn thing's on. Is it on? Daniels, where the hell are you guys?
Well, we are currently bringing a present to one of your men.
Listen, where's that stuff I told you to bring to the smithy? The Silver Order's moving out. They're probably there right now. Get down there now.
To which area?
The smithy. Remember?
There's been a lot going on,
You remember.
Blackjack.
Yeah, you remember.
Fireball scrolls and all that stuff
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
got.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll be there, okay?
Get down there now.
Okay, we are on our way. Guys, I just received a telemind. It is Blackjack Mel. He says to go to the forgery. What do you say? Go to the mine?
The Smith.
Smithy?
This man is zooed.
I would say that's probably not the biggest piece of information you just got there.
They're on their way.
The Silver Order
Is on their way.
Wait,
gotta
they don't
get
have
there.
the stuff. Isn't River supposed to take it right there?
I thought we
What are you
got all
talking
that.
about?
Didn't we already pay River for all the stuff?
And she
Yeah,
gave
as
us
in
the
like,
stuff, so we have to bring
we
it
have
there.
this stuff.
Oh, we do have the stuff in the bag of holding. Okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
we gotta bring it there.
Okay.
So let's go.
And you will
What do
recall
we s-
yesterday that you saw the Silver Order scouting out the area for an attack on the smithy.
Someone stopped me.
So what do we
no,
do?
No. That was
That was
Oh,
something different. Get out of here.
that happened today,
Oh yeah.
quote unquote.
So where's the smithy?
Sure, we'll pop over to the map one more time. So the smithy is spot number 19 on your map.
Oh, so it's close to where we're going, to 18. So we swing by, drop that guy off,
Drop him
and then
off.
go to 19. So let's trudge on, guys.
I'm here for it.
Okay,
All right.
cool. No change. I also forgot. You guys took a short rest. So you probably want to expend some hit die here. Unless you don't want to, I guess. But let me know. Or anything else you would like to do as a part of your normal short rest.
I'm good. I already got healed up, so
Yeah, I'm doing
I'll take
7. I'm doing
one.
1 die. Sorry.
Ooh. Not the best, but I'll still take it.
Okay. So just one from you?
Yep.
Okay. Remember, I don't know if you're rolling D8s or D10s, but you should be rolling D10s.
Oh, I rolled a D8. Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you
I-
re-roll it.
I got full health, so.
I
Pick him
was
off the
at.
group.
I'll go back to 39. I'll roll a d10. It was the same, so it was meant to be.
Cool. Very good. Okay, sounds good. Everybody ready to rock?
Already.
Short rest until. Okay. Very good. As you all are making the trek around the north edge of the castle, you haven't quite made it that far. You're still kind of on the road, traveling out from Reed Manor. You can see figures in the distance. They appear to be walking the same direction towards you.
Who goes there?
Oh, Lord.
Very good. Cool. So no evasive action. As the figures draw closer, you can see 9 members of what appears to be the Hooded Lanterns, dressed in green cloak. They are walking on the road. In fact, not only are there 9 people, there is one more. It appears to be Taryn, the apprentice from Reed Manor. As the distance closes and all parties are kind of in view of each other, you can hear her voice call out, "There, that's them! They're the ones who attacked us!" And the ranger who appears to be in the command of the unit calls out, "Lanterns, draw your arms!" And he calls out to you and he says, You there. Stop where you're going. Identify yourselves right now."
Those tags that I pulled off earlier from those corpses, were they lanterns or queensmen?
Lanterns.
They were lanterns, yeah.
I'm gonna take off the tags where I have them and be like, "This is what those scums did to your brothers," and I'm gonna throw the tags toward them.
I'm gonna quickly pull out my sword and put it up to the guy's throat. Our guy.
Okay,
I
Oscar.
just pulled it there.
Sure.
Be like, we'll be the ones asking questions here.
You
Okay.
dare defend this party that did this to your fellow men.
Okay. Daniels, why don't you make an intimidation check? Farron, a persuasion check?
It's still gonna be bad.
5.
A 5.
A 4.
The guidance won't help here. Never mind.
No.
It's pretty low. It's pretty low. Do you have anything to add to the conversation?
Sister of the sight. You
The senses.
You left.
Taryn calls out. She says, "They broke into our home. They killed my friends. And look, they've taken Oscar Yorn, the potion maker. Apprehend them."
One
And-
step closer and Oscar gets it.
They appear not to be persuaded. The man at the front, he calls out, "Lanterns, attack! Retrieve Oscar at all costs!" And we'll roll for initiative.
Good gravy.
Should I kill him?
You do you.
That would be a decision.